What's the most valuable gift that you can give it to anyone? That is your full attention and listening to that person by staying where you are in the present moment with that person. What if you can upgrade this gift from gold to diamond, and that too by becoming lazy, by not doing things? In this presentation, we're going to look at 7 such things that lazy listeners don't do that makes them super effective in listening. Lazy listeners don't look at their phone while listening. They keep the phone away and, even better, facing down. They don't start thinking about what smart things to say next. Until they listen and understand, they don't worry too much about what to say next and how to respond. They don't start telling their own comparable story. If someone is telling the story of, say, Hawaii vacation, lazy listeners don't start telling their own Florida vacation story. They don't interrupt and change topics suddenly. Lazy listeners don't bother to interrupt the other person. They don't take any effort to think of a totally different topic and change the subject. They let the speaker speak. They don't start evaluating or judging the other person. Lazy listeners don't tax their brain to make any judgment or opinions about the person who is speaking. And since they don't have any judgment, or they don't say anything. They don't start solving the problem and think about advice. Lazy listeners are lazy. So they don't take any trouble to solve other person's problem and give them advice. They are very lazy. They just don't give any advice until specifically asked for. And last, the 7th thing, they avoid all sort of creativity of mind wandering. They don't start thinking about something totally different. They don't bother going anywhere else. They just lazily lie around in the present moment, wherever they are, with the person who is speaking. They stay where they are in the present moment, just like a starfish in the present moment. So I would invite now you think about your own listening behavior or your own listening pattern. Are you lazy, or you're working too hard when listening? Doing many things while listening to people. What do you do while listening? Take a moment to ponder. Think about, what do you do while listening? Now, would you like to become a lazy listener? If yes, let's see what they do. Lazy listeners don't work hard at all. They just do one thing: listen. They don't go in the past. They don't go in the future. They just stay where they are in the present moment. They are listening to the words, emotions, expressions to the person in front of them. And they don't think of all those other billions of people around them or things happening around in the world. They just pay attention to one person who is speaking. What's the result of such kind of dedicated, full attention listening? Their gift of listening turns from gold to diamond. Now you're smart enough to imagine the benefits of focused listening. So let's think, when do you need to become a lazy listener? While listening to your spouse, when she or he is telling you something. While listening to your kids, your parents, they're telling you something. While listening to your boss, getting the instructions. While listening to a presentation, you need to find the points relevant for your team. During a meeting, to understand everybody's perspective. Taking an interview, receiving a feedback, getting a status report from your team so you understand what's going on. Learning a new thing from someone, like this video maybe. Give a moment to ponder. What else comes to your mind? When do you need listening skills in your life? Now, if listening is as easy as becoming lazy, why don't we all do it? Because all of us don't have strong muscles to keep the focus on one thing. Our mind is designed to wander. That's where mindfulness practice comes in picture. In mindfulness practice, we use our breath as anchor point. We bring attention to the breath. And as mind wanders, we notice mind has wandered and gently bring attention back to the breath. As we practice mindfulness, our mental muscles get stronger. Several scientific studies are showing that mindfulness builds neurons. It creates number of neurons increases, number of connections between neurons increases, and the connection between neurons also becomes stronger. So if your mental muscles are stronger, you will notice sooner if you have started doing one of those 7 things we talked about. And that helps to bring your attention back to the focus listening. Now, do you want to increase, grow your neurons? Let's give it a try to the mindfulness meditation after this presentation. After this presentation, you will hear a guided meditation. So anytime you want to enhance your listening skill, find a quiet place. Simply put on that guided meditation using a headset. Let your mind and brain work through the steps of becoming a lazy listener and convert your gift of listening from gold to diamond. Now, if you'd like to get MP3 version of that audio, comment on this video down below, yes for audio, then I'll send you this MP3 audio to you. If you're interested in learning more about mindfulness, you can visit my website, theleaderinsideyou.com, or contact me. You can also join my Facebook group or LinkedIn group. Just contact me and let you know the details of it. Thank you for your attention.